Hey guys, and welcome back to the Family Fudge. Today I'm back with another fun week of school lunch ideas to share with you, but this week's going to be a little bit different because we're celebrating a birthday. A while ago, we started a family tradition where when it's one of my kids' birthdays, they get to pick out all of the lunches for the week. They get to pick out the themes, the food, and of course some special treats as well. And you guys, this week is going to be super cute because we're celebrating Lily's birthday. She just turned 7 years old. So come along with me today as I share with you all of the lunches from the week. They are all really cute, but they're also really easy to make. Hey guys, today is a Monday, so for today's lunch, I'm going to start by making Lily a very traditional birthday sandwich. This is something that I make for all of my kids, and it's kind of like a cross between an Australian fairy bread and a peekaboo sandwich. For today, instead of using regular sandwich bread, I'm going to be using this rainbow bread. Now, there are lots of different ways that you can make rainbow bread. It's not very difficult to make. I do have a video if you'd like to check it out. I will link it down below. But for this rainbow bread, I actually took some help from the store. I just ordered it from my local Publix bakery. So for this very special sandwich, I'm going to start by using my number 7 cookie cutter. I only punch out the top piece of bread, not the bottom. Now, when it comes to the filling for these sandwiches, sometimes I'll use peanut butter, sometimes I use regular butter, but for Miss Lily, I'm actually going to be using Nutella. This is something that she picked out specifically for her birthday because she loves this stuff. So I'm just adding a very thin layer to my bottom piece of bread. Then I'm going to place the top piece on the top, and then comes the fun part. Now, normally I'd be using rainbow sprinkles for this, but since this bread is already rainbow, I think I'm gonna try to add white sprinkles instead. And to check it out, you guys, this is definitely a fun twist on our special birthday sandwich. Now, Lily picked out everything else for the rest of this lunch. For her fruit, she requested green grapes, and you guys, these are ginormous. So I'm just going to add a handful right in here with a little unicorn pick as well. And then for her vegetables, she picked out carrots. She says carrots are her favorite veggie right now. And usually for a birthday lunch, I like to make spiral carrots. These are extra special. They're not hard to do if you have this little tool, but you do have to have really big carrots or this doesn't work very well. Now with the carrots, I'm also gonna throw in a handful of edamame. Again, these are something that Lily absolutely loves. Plus, I think they add a really nice pop of color in here. For her snack, I'm also going to be adding in a unicorn yogurt tube. And for her special treat, I have some unicorn popcorn. Now, I actually found this at Target. When I was there, they also had mermaid popcorn, which was also really pretty. This popcorn has a really nice crunchy sweet coating on the outside. And of course, I know Lily is going to love the fun colors. And now last but not least, to finish off Lily's lunch, I'm also going to throw in a very special drink. Instead of our regular juice bottle, I'm going to throw in one of these Good to Grow pods, which are a little bit bigger. And of course, this one is perfect because it has a little My Little Pony on the top. And there you have it, guys. There's Lily's special birthday themed lunch.
My favorite part is the birthday sandwich and the carrots. And also the yogurt. Welcome to Taco Tuesday.
Turn around, let me see the back. For today's lunch, I'm going to be putting together some really simple double-decker tacos, and these are inspired by Taco Bell. I even have the Taco Bell taco shells and a Taco Bell seasoning for this recipe. I'm just going to start by browning up a little bit of ground beef. Of course, you could also use turkey. Next, I'm adding half a can of refried beans, followed by the packet of Taco Bell taco seasoning. Now, to get this to be the right consistency for our tacos, I'm also adding a little bit of water, and now I'm just going to mix this all together. And unfortunately, as you can see, not all of our taco shells are still intact. In fact, many of these are actually broken. If this ever happens to you, I recommend just making a taco salad. Usually that works out pretty well. Next, to make these double-decker tacos, I'm going to spread a little bit of refried beans onto some small flour tortillas. This is the rest of the refried beans that I didn't put in with the meat mixture. And now I'm gonna go ahead and set that aside while I build the taco itself. So to my taco shell, I'm adding a little bit of the meat mixture, followed by a little bit of shredded lettuce, plenty of cheese, and then I'm going to add a dollop of sour cream to the top. Now I am making this for Lily, so she doesn't like salsa or tomatoes or anything else. This is how she likes her tacos. Next, I'm going to take this entire taco and I'm going to wrap my flour tortilla with the beans on it on the outside, just like this. And of course, the beans really help the tortilla to kind of stick on the side of the taco shell. Now for today's fruit, I'm going to be adding in some diced mangoes, as well as some corn. Then on the side, I'm going to add 1 scoop of Spanish rice. And then for the special treat, I'm also going to be adding in some little churros. Well, technically this is churro cereal, and it pretty much tastes just like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but of course these are in the little churro shapes. I know Lily and all of my kids are going to love these because you guys, even though Lily picked out these lunches, I'm going to be making them for all of the kids. And now to finish off this lunch, I'm going to add a little guava juice box.
My favorite part was the mangoes, the corn, the taco, and the churros, but I don't really like the rice that much. It's Space Robot Wednesday!
Now for today's lunch, Lily picked out a really fun space theme. And for this lunch, I'm gonna start by making one of Lily's favorite lunches, which is a pizza quesadilla. But instead of making them in their regular shape, I thought it'd be really fun to make them into little rockets and stars. Now moving on to today's fruit, I'm going to be adding a combination of grapes and blueberries. And to make these extra fun, I've added them to some star skewers. Now again, for this lunch, I'm going to be adding in some carrots. Like I said, these are Lily's favorite veggie right now. And of course, I am going to add some ranch. Lily absolutely loves ranch. Now for today's special treat, I have something really fun planned that's also going to be kind of educational. Right now, we've been learning about the phases of the moon. So I'm actually taking some Oreo cookies, and as you can see, I've just removed some of the cream filling to kind of resemble the different phases of the moon. This is really easy to do, and I know all the kids will get a big kick out of it. And then of course, to go with our space themed lunch, I thought the perfect drink would be some Tang. And if you guys have never tried Tang before, it's basically an orange flavored powdered drink mix. Now of course, Tang has actually been used in space by astronauts, so this is perfect for today's lunch. And you guys, as an interesting side note, did you know that the person that invented Tang also invented Pop Rocks, Cool Whip, and Instant Set Jell-O?
My favorite part was the Oreo moon phases and the quesadilla.
Okay guys, so for today's lunch, I'm going with a breakfast theme. Breakfast foods are definitely Lily's favorite. She loves pancakes and waffles. So for today's lunch, I'm gonna start by toasting up some just plain Eggo waffles. And once these are out of the toaster, I'm going to cut them into 2 triangle shapes into circles. Next, I'm going to turn these into a sandwich. So first, I'm just adding a layer of peanut butter. Then I'm going to top the peanut butter with bananas. Lily loves peanut butter and banana sandwiches, and I think that on a waffle will make them even better. Now I'm going to go ahead and close these up, and then I'm going to turn this into something really special that I know Lily is going to love. I'm going to try to make this whole thing look like an ice cream cone. So to the top part, I'm going to squirt on a little bit of whipped cream, and then right on top, I'm going to add a handful of blueberries. And then just for fun, I'm also going to add one little cherry on top. Somehow I think Lily will probably be eating this thing first. Now to go along with our breakfast theme, I went ahead and cooked up some hash browns and some turkey sausage in my air fryer. So these are nice and crispy. And then in this other section, I'm gonna go ahead and add some cucumber slices with some ranch as well. And then finally, I'm just going to be adding in a little bit of chocolate milk to go with this lunch because Lily absolutely loves chocolate milk.
My favorite part was the waffle, but I didn't really like the blueberries because they were really sour.
Hey guys, and happy Friday! The theme for today's lunch is mermaid. Lily recently told me that her favorite Disney character is Ariel, so I'm going to be adding a lot of mermaid flair to this lunch. Now for this lunch, I actually started by making the special treat first because I knew that was going to take a little bit of time to set up. I just mixed up some blue jello and I added a little bit to some really small clear cups. Then I added some Swedish fish right on top. Lily absolutely loves Swedish fish, and these are the tropical flavored ones. Then I just filled these up the rest of the way with more jello and I stuck them in the fridge. So now moving on to Lily's main course, I'm going to be putting together a really tasty sandwich using my favorite mermaid sandwich cutter. Lily absolutely loves turkey and cream cheese sandwiches, and this is actually an onion and chive flavored cream cheese. And then before I use my sandwich cutter, I do like to go ahead and rub a little bit of food coloring on the cutter itself. That way when I stamp it through the bread, it makes more of an impact on the sandwich. You can kind of see all the little details. I think this sandwich turned out so cute. So now to go along with this sandwich, I'm also adding some fresh strawberries, followed by a few slices of cucumber with ranch. And then you guys, to go along with this mermaid themed lunch, I also picked up some special princess goldfish crackers. I'm going to finish off all of these little jello cups with a little squirt of whipped cream right on the top. I think this turned out so cute, and it definitely goes with the mermaid under the sea sort of theme. And now for Lily's drink, I'm also going to be adding in a little bit of grape juice with, of course, this adorable Ariel topper.
I really like the mermaid sandwich and the cucumbers. Thanks for watching. See you next time.